Good morning. We continue our look at Psychology Month with a focus on stress, something we can all relate to. Dr. Andrea Piotrowski joins us now. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So first of all, what's normal stress versus excessive? Because we all experience some.
Yeah, we all experience stress, and there's good stress and there's bad stress. And so normal stress is when you become a little bit more activated, you want to get things done. But excessive would be when it gets over the top, when you're becoming too tired, when you become more overwhelmed and you can't handle it anymore, and you might become a little bit more irritated with family members or friends, when you're just too fatigued and you have really difficulty functioning during the day.
Okay, so you mentioned some of the symptoms there, but what are some of the physical symptoms that we might experience with excessive stress?
So you're going to be perhaps more tired. You can always find that your body might be achy as well, headaches. Sometimes stress can affect our stomachs, so we might not be able to eat as well or as healthy. So it affects people in a lot of different types of ways.
Could you be stressed and not even realize what's causing it?
Absolutely. And so sometimes there's something that could be affecting you in some way, and you might have an idea of what those triggers are, but sometimes you don't. And so that's the time that you need to sort of reflect on it and go, okay, I'm not feeling so hot. I don't think that this is necessarily something physical for me, but what's going on? What might be making me feel uncomfortable at this time?
Okay, so what are some of the impacts that too much stress can have on a person's life besides making them feel just not good?
So as I had mentioned, it can affect your relationships quite a bit, where you are more irritable with people. You might not be able to concentrate. And sometimes it can even get to a point where you're starting to feel a low mood, or you might be depressed or more anxious. And that's when it can really impact your life in a negative way.
Okay, so what do you do at that point, if that is how you're feeling?
Yeah, at that point there's lots of things that you can do. There's some great self-help books that are out there that you can read. Really taking that time to reflect and sort of say, okay, what's going on? What can I control? What can I not control? And then the things you can't control, you got to try and let it go. But those that you can is sort of not avoid those situations, but go, okay, let's make a plan, and then make that plan in various types of steps, so that you don't have this list of all these things you have to do, but how can I accomplish this in smaller steps? That could be helpful. If it becomes excessive, where it's really affecting your ability to go to work, to affect your relationships in an extremely negative way, then you might want to seek some help either from a family doctor, another mental health professional like a psychologist.
Is there things that you can do on a day-to-day basis to manage your stress before you feel that bad?
So I always talk to people also about putting things into perspective. What is really accomplishable for today? The next thing, exercise. Exercise is great. Even putting it into your day, scheduling it just like you would schedule anything else is really important. Making sure you get really good sleep, and knowing that, if you have a sleepless night one time, that's not going to affect you. But if you have sleepless nights over and over again, that is going to have a negative impact on you.
All right, well, you guys have so much information up for grabs this month. Of course, it is the Manitoba Psychological Society's Psychology Month, and we have all the links up on breakfasttelevision.ca. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And that's BT Health for today.